I'm killing time. Terrible, terrible expression. You can't kill time. You should use every moment that you have and use it very productively. So I've just been reading through a heart-wrenching situation. It's not just a letter, but it starts off with a lady who is in Bacolod City, Negros Occidental, and she says, let me read to it from her letter. I live in Bacolod City, Negros Occidental. I have a fiancé for 7 years already. Okay, but still we are not married yet. We were engaged but not yet married. So when I have been watching the video you've shared, it's good, because Lena and her fiancé are engaged already. They were so blessed. I was thinking, and I felt pity of myself. Why is it my fiancé don't marry me yet? I am so sad about it. This is a very sad letter, actually. Your wife and you are the most awesome expat couple. Thank you. I got jealous. I hope one day my fiancé from, well, I won't say where it's from because it might embarrass. From blank, will gonna marry me. It is a nice feeling to know that someone is willing to marry you, right? Yes, it is. Congrats to both of you. So, I actually said, my response to her was, ask yourself how it serves you to wait so long. Will he ever marry you? It seems unlikely. And then she responded, no, he told me that already, because he is only separated. Now I've been phone jacked, and Beth
I'm gonna help your advice.
is gonna help me. Okay, separated. So, he can't marry me, but I am still waiting for the time he'll marry me.
Don't wait.
If you want my opinion, I said, and she said, yes, please. Okay, short answer, I sympathize with you, but after so long, he will never marry you. Move on, my friend, you deserve better. Okay, now before we start into giving any advice on it, let me just read this. Yes, that's what I am thinking of, but I pity to leave him. I'm a good person and I really appreciated what he did for me, and now we're getting to the place where...
Material thing.
Yeah, the material things, okay? He gave me everything, but what should I do? What can I do? We owe him a lot. Now we get the we. So evidently...
Family.
He's been supporting the family. We owe him a lot, and that's the thing. I can't leave him. I am so confused. I am so jealous to watch people get married. I just cried to myself and wishing.
I am so happy watching the movie of Lena and Mike and his fiancé. Yeah, my advice, what's the name that you give that on that?
I'm not sure that I gave it.
How about nearer on that name? How about believer?
How about who?
Believer.
Deliver?
Believer.
Believer.
That's the nearest on that name.
Okay. So Miss Believer, now you come to the nitty-gritties, and plain and simple, what's happened is you've been paid for. I don't mean that in a nasty way, but he has bought your loyalty, and it seems that you are loyal enough and ethical enough to realize that he has done a great deal for you, but you can't really sell yourself.
Yeah, and I think you need to ask him, right? You asked him, why is it you still didn't marry me? Because possible that he has a family, that's why he cannot marry you. We already tackled this in other videos about someone also asking an advice to us, right? And possible the reasons why he cannot marry you, even if you've been together for 7 years, is because he still have a responsibility right?
Well,
He's still-
you've hit it right on the head, because another part of the letter, which we somehow missed, I'm sure that she did say that he can't marry because he is separated.
yeah.
Now, very often when this happens, as we know even from our good friends,
Yes,
it's just not possible for financial reasons.
yeah, because they're scared that because the reasons why they cannot file a divorce, because the property could be divided and the major part goes to the wife, you know, to the ex-wife. So that's another hindrance of the separation, you know. So, and also maybe the reasons why your husband cannot file a divorce because he's still in love with his ex and he don't want to give freedom to his ex, because that's another factor, right? That's another factor on separations, that if I'm not happy, you will not never be happy, because I will not grant I will not allow the annulment to
Yeah,
happen.
it could be the I don't want you, but I don't want anybody else to have you.
Yes, could be.
It could be that, or it could be you don't want me, I'm going to make sure that you're never free to have anybody else.
Yes, because there are other that is selfish, right? And could be the reasons why he's supporting you, because he finds something on you that could replace, but not totally. Maybe a little bit, maybe 1/8 on the portion of the whole scenario. So, you know, all you need to do is ask him, talk to him and said, look, I'm tired, right?
Yes.
I'm
I guess you
tired
could
on the
say
setup.
you could say that. You'd have to qualify it by telling him what you're tired about, because
You're tired of the setup and you want to walk in the aisle, and at the same time I know that you owe him a lot, but don't put that on your mind, because you're not asking. He is the one who obliged to give, right? Whatever you have, whatever he gave you, you're entitled on it, because you've been with him for 7 years, right? And he
Yeah.
make your life miserable by into a relationship that there's no word commitment on it.
well, she did say that he said that up front. So she went into an agreement which was already lopsided and unfair, but for various reasons best known to herself, she accepted those conditions. But now I'm guessing that perhaps the emergencies and the needs that he met are now over.
Yeah,
Maybe, who knows, maybe he put children through college, maybe he paid
Yeah,
for
possible.
medical attention to her or to her family. Maybe he built houses. These are all things which happen in the expat Filipina relationship.
But you know what? Because at the end of the day, if your fiance for 7 years see another girl that is younger than you, that is more sexier than you, that is more attractive than you, then you will be out in the scenario, right?
One would probably lean in that direction.
Yeah,
Yes, I
so
would
that's why
think
you need, and you're not getting younger. You're getting older, and you need an assurance, because it's not, aside from it's an unethical relationship, you need to make it right, because in the eyes of the land, in the eyes of God, your relationship is not ethic, right?
Yeah, well,
Sorry, I'm a little
ethical.
harsh.
It's ethical in one way, in that everything was outlined in the beginning. Look, I am separated but not divorced. I can't marry you, but I would like to marry you at some point, which shall be unnamed in the future. So it was put so far into the future that it was forgotten for a while.
Yeah.
And every time probably that it came up, he said, well, I did tell you that that I wasn't really free, and that would stop the discussion right there.
Yeah, and
But unfairly so.
Yeah, it's unfair on your side because it seems that you're not enough, right? That's how it goes on. That's how I look at it. But you know what? If you're gonna have a one-on-one talk to your fiance and give your opinion, and if he really loves you and value the 7 years that you've been together, then he will do his best so that you will not you will not go away. That's my opinion in it.
Yeah. Now the point may well be too that part of this sort of setup is that he is at liberty to come out to the Philippines. Who knows if he has the finances to be able to do as you say he's been doing and taking care of you and your family, then he probably has the finances to be able to come out to the Philippines maybe 2 times a year, or who knows, maybe even 3 times a year. So if that's the case, then you are a secondary wife giving certain benefits which we don't need to spell out, and that certainly might be a big reason for him to keep things as they are, don't you think?
Yeah, I agree. And possible it's just like in a car, you know, your fiance is a driver and you are a reserve tire. Sorry, ma'am. Sorry, I didn't
Honey,
make it.
you come out with some classics.
I didn't make it fun, but you know,
Can you just explain how this man is the driver and the wife and this lady is a tire? Can you?
Yeah, because it's a kind of reservation. It's a kind of reservation that he still have the four tires, right?
Oh, she's the spare tire.
Yeah,
is
and you are the spare tire. So sorry to see that, but 7 years is enough. Is enough to be
gone.
Yeah, is enough to be a fiance, right?
I
7
think-
years is okay for boyfriend and girlfriend, right? Because there are some boyfriend and girlfriend that they've been up to 8 years, 10 years, and then they decided to get married, which is normal, right? Because you've been
I wouldn't have
boyfriend.
thought that was normal, but yeah.
Yeah, boyfriend and there are other that, for example, childhood friends, childhood sweethearts, and then after they
Oh, you
graduated.
You mean they were boyfriend and girlfriend when they were 10, walking
Yeah.
along holding hands
No, when
from
they're
school?
in high school, there
Yes.
are some instances that in the television, in high school, in second year high school, there have been boyfriend and girlfriend. And then they finish in college, and then after they got work, they decided to get married. Because there are some, what do you call
okay.
that? Special relationship. But fiancé is a kind of, it's like a boyfriend and girlfriend, next stage is fiancé. And what is the barrier? Why is it you cannot go into wedding? Right? Into marriage.
Yeah.
So that's my thought about it. So,
Are you gone again now?
I just remember about the tire.
It's like a whirlwind, just popping up and disappearing. Okay. Well, I think that you have what we think about it. It seems hard on both, but you've entered into that relationship, and there are some top choices whenever that happens. There is a similar one that we're going to do on another video where something has happened that means that the two people in love cannot be together. But we wish you well. Hopefully you will be able to look at a way in which you can view yourself as being paid up. I think that you probably could, in all fairness, say that you have paid any debts of loyalty, and that as long as you keep your hands clean and do not go out and have another relationship, which, believe me, will tear you apart because you won't be able to think straight. Make your decision before you go out and do something that's unethical. At best unethical, and at worst tacky. Believe me, I know, I've been there. I don't do it from altitude. I've made all the mistakes, and I've found that the best way to approach a relationship that isn't working out is not to involve the feelings of another person, but to deal with your own feelings and those of the person that you are connected to in a fair and decent way. Do the right thing now. Talk to him, listen to what he has to say, tell him how you feel, and then in the quiet of time alone, make your decision, and then don't think about it anymore. The worst thing you can do is go off, meditate, sit on a hill, look at the sun going down or the sun coming up, make your decision and say, this is the right thing for me to do, and then go back and think it all out again and do something else. So, think it through, make a decision after you've spoken to him, and then if it's right to continue, then do it, and if it's wrong, break it off before you start thinking about anybody else. This is a foreigner in the Philippines. Hope it helps.